What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cam ATL and welcome back to another video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Just drop a like on the video down below and comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into that giveaway. Appreciate everybody as always for commenting, liking, subscribing, watching your boy every day. I appreciate y'all. In this video, I'm going to be utilizing the tools at propsmadeeasy.com. These are the best tools in the entire industry for only $20 a month, which is absolutely crazy because to get plus EV data anywhere, you're having to pay $50 plus a month. College football and NFL is coming quickly, so make sure you lock in at Props Made Easy as well. You can get your first month for $15 using code FOOTBALLISBACK right now. All right, football is back. You can get your first month at Props Made Easy for $15. All right, thank y'all for joining me as always, and let's get straight into the picks for today. So first things first, I'm gonna select. I have MLB selected already. I'm gonna do MLB and WNBA. We're gonna take a look at Prize Picks alone, and then we're gonna move on to more books. All right. First and foremost, as you can see, the consensus book count for some of these are very low. Only 3 here on this one, only 3 for Cardoso, mainly because of the first quarter points. These are just not going to have a ton of books who have these lines. But if you go down here to Paige Butkers, you keep scrolling down, you'll see Paige Butkers over 3.5 rebounds is a 5.4, minus 134 consensus among 40 books. 40 books have this around the average of minus 134, but yet you get even payout on Prize Picks. So Paige is a good spot. Tina Charles under 23.5 PRA has 10 books. I mean, that's okay. 5 EV due to minus 133 consensus for the under 23.5 PRA. By the way, you will see this update to chance to hit. DFS books will go back to chance to hit soon. So you will be seeing the EV disappear. The EV will be showing on the regular books, but when it comes to DFS books, we'll have chance to hit showing. Okay, chance to hit percent will be showing for these. You've got Agua Mike under 26.5 PRA at a 4.9, minus 132. Nothing too crazy on the board, man. There was a few before I started the video that were popping good. Ryan Nelson over 2.5 earned runs is minus 132 among 26 books on the over 2.5 earned runs. You get an even payout on Prize Picks either side. Let's see. Kelsey Plum sticks out due to the 36 consensus books right here, and Alana Smith. Kelsey Plum under 5.5 assists, minus 131 consensus odds for the under 5.5. Alana Smith over 5.5 rebounds, minus 131 on the over 5.5 rebounds. So some good options, especially WNBA's got some good stuff going on right now. Let's open it up and do all DFS books. By the way, in the new version that'll be dropping soon as well, you'll be able to select all DFS books or select all regular in one click now instead of having to manually click them like that. All right. Looking at all books. Again, I'm going to do high EV Heat just so I know I'm not dealing with any that have barely any books. At the top of the list, Mike Burrows, under 4.5 hits allowed over on Betr Picks. Minus 141 of the consensus odds among 32 books. Again, this is a DFS book, so you get even payout on either side. Depending on how many legs you're doing, your leg structure of your picks that you're doing, the payout will be a little bit different, but nonetheless, minus 141 is great consensus odds among 32 books, making him a great option at the top of the list here for Betr Picks. Mackenzie Gore over on Dabble, over 6.5 strikeouts. Minus 140.9 of the consensus odds among 54 books, but you get even payout on the DFS site. Paige Butkers, over 3.5 rebounds on Underdog at minus 134 consensus among 40 books. Alejandro Kirk, over 0.5 runs at minus 139 among 30 books. And again, what we're doing here is we're taking the fact that DFS books are even payouts on either side, and then we're taking a consensus of all of the sports books that have this particular line. So Mike Burrows, 4.5 hits allowed. We're looking at the under 4.5 hits allowed for Mike Burrows, and books average minus 141 odds out of 32 books. Minus 141 odds signals a high chance to hit for this play, but yet you get it at even payouts over on this side. You feel what I'm saying? So you're just buying it at a better value on Betr than it is across the industry. Okay, and that's what it's all about to make money in this game, is buying plays at the best value you can. All right, let's move on. Selecting all books, and then let's just keep it high EV Heat. So I've always mentioned to you guys the Sharp and Safe filter at Props Made Easy shows you plays that are minus 120 or higher already on the book in question. So they're going to be a higher hit rate. Now I'm wanting to bring that down a little bit just because the ideal range that I personally like to use for success in EV when it comes to, you know, making the most profit while cashing consistently is that minus 120 to plus 120 range. That sweet spot between minus 120 and plus 120. Just because a play is slightly in the plus odds doesn't mean anything, because again, you're buying it at plus odds where the consensus odds, the true odds in the industry, are favored. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times when you're getting something at that range. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. The sharpest area to bet in for the overall best performance would be minus 120 to plus 120. Just EV, 5% or higher EV if you can. All right, Polanco over 0.5 hits is minus 147 on Novig. With that in mind, though, we can utilize the new sharp and safe filter. Will have that implemented, but the high EV heat at the top of the list, Kalia Cooper sticks out as a good one. Under 1.5 3-pointers made is plus 104 on Novig for the under 1.5 3-pointers made. 33 books have this at minus 124. So when you can buy it at plus 104, but yet it's minus 124, this is exactly what I'm saying. The implied probability is higher that she goes under 1.5 3-pointers made across the industry, but yet you're buying it as an underdog. You feel what I'm saying? So those type of plays are going to be good hit rate plays, good solid hit rate range. Kalia Cooper under 1.5 3-pointers made. Dean Kramer over 5.5 hits allowed is minus 100 on Novig, but minus 128 among 32 books. Okay, minus 128 among 32 books. So the minus 100, you're buying it at minus 100 when it's minus 128. So obviously you're getting the better value at the minus 100. Okay, if you understand odds, it makes it easy to understand. If you're newer to sports betting and you don't really understand odds or expected value, really it's just taking the top plays off the Props Made Easy tool is going to be your best bet. Okay, also with the updates, true odds minus the VIG will be showing right here. So you'll get even tighter EV and even more accurate overall EV in a broader scale. Okay, so we're going to be minimizing, we're going to be taking that, like, so sportsbooks, they'll add some juice on top of their lines. So when you see a play at minus 140 on FanDuel, it's not really minus 140. They just boosted that up to make sure they get profit on either side no matter what happens. Okay, that's their, like, built-in money that they're getting no matter what happens in that bet. If you take their money out of that bet, you can see what they truly believe will happen. So the true odds will be showing in the new version as well, which will be dropping in a few days now, maybe even just a day. We're almost done with that, so excited to drop that for y'all. But yeah, again, if you don't understand some of the stuff I'm talking about, that's completely okay. If you're newer to sports betting, you don't understand about odds, you don't understand about EV. EV stands for expected value. You're grabbing a play at a better expected value where you're betting it than it is everywhere else. Expected value, playing value betting is the only way to be profitable in sports betting long term. A lot of people say a bunch of other stuff, right? There's literally sites out there that are built to just show you last 5, last 10 head-to-head matchup data and stuff. And knowing that just, I mean, maybe they don't know. But that will not make you profitable. You could follow that all you want. You could play plays with 80% last 10 hit rates every single play. You will realize quickly, does not matter. You will not win if you're not taking the best value wherever you need to take it. If you're not EV betting, if you're not value betting, none of that shit matters. And you will realize that eventually. And once you realize that is when you need to come to Props Made Easy, because it's only $20 a month for this type of data that will really make you a better sports bettor. Pros use this data. Pro bettors who make a living off this shit use this data. If you were in a gym taking jump shots and Steph Curry came up to you and was like, hey, do this and it'll make you better. You might not see it right away, but if you can create this habit and start shooting like this, you will be better. What are you going to do? You're going to really start focusing on shooting. Why? Because Steph Curry told you so, and you know he's the best. Professional bettors who make a living at this shit, if they tell you expected value and value betting is the only way to be successful, why would you say, you don't know best, I'm going to go off this last 10? I understand that what you see on social media is oh, this guy is great because over the last 5 times he's faced this team, he's hit. I get that's what you see, and that's because 90% of the industry does not win. But I'm trying to make as many of you as I can part of that 10% who actually win in this game. All right, and you're going to deal with fluctuations. You're going to deal with down moments. Like, I've had some down moments throughout the last month. I've had some down moments. But again, I continue to play that plus EV because I know I will be back up into the profitable range. You feel what I'm saying? If I am down. But if you play the plus EV consistently, you will end up in the long run. Okay? if you give up on EV and you start going off the last 10, last 10, if you join some capper who goes off last 10, last 10, you will lose quicker. Okay? Those losses will happen much quicker, and guess what? You will never get it back because you're not value betting. All right? Let's go to the game center and check out what we got over here. And the only reason I preach this stuff in these videos, y'all, is because it really is important to me. Like, I really want the people who watch me to be a part of that 10% who actually profit in sports betting. You could do a quick Google search and be like, what percent of people profit in sports betting? It's like 10%, if less, maybe less. 90% of the world lose money in sports betting. I do my videos every time, and I do these little preaches and shit because I want y'all to be a part of that 10%. You know what I mean? That's it. And it's as simple as playing the sharp way and doing it consistently and not thinking you know better. Plain and simple. Pittsburgh, San Francisco, under 2.5 first 3 innings total runs. You can grab it minus 105 on Fanatics, where it's minus 135 among 43 books. So great spot there. Let's go high EV heat just to make sure 30 or more books are built into some of these. Let's see. Let me open up. Let me do WNBA. Let me add I'm not going to add NFL yet. We'll do that. Okay. I want to look at the market money line. Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm on Novig, you can get at minus 125, where it's minus 141 among 110 books. 110 books have this at minus 141, but you get it at minus 125. Seattle Storm money line is a great bet for tonight, and that's the one I would promote the most of. All right, let's talk about our home run parlay of the day. So first things first, you got to go to Props Made Easy, go to the home run prediction tool. You got to go to whatever book you're placing your parlay on that day, okay? And again, a quarter of your normal unit size goes on plays like this, or maybe up to half. You go to FanDuel, and you take a look. At the top of the list, you'll see Max Muncy against Miles Mikolas. High home run score, nuke zone home run prediction type play. You can get him at plus 320 on FanDuel, giving him a 6.65 EV edge. Okay? That means not only is the home run prediction data good for Max Muncy, not only is it good against the Mikolas that he's going against, but you're getting a good Vegas edge, meaning you're getting that value. You're value betting still. Even though it's a home run bet, you're still grabbing the best value where it is. So good spot there at plus 320 for Max Muncy. And then we've got Rami Gonzalez at plus 630 against Ryan Bergert. Home run scores in the nuke zone, positive 11.43 Vegas edge. So Max Muncy and Rami are going to be the two best options for a home run today. Why? Because they're in the nuke zone tier when it comes to the home run predictable stats, and they also have the positive Vegas edge after you select the book you're playing on. Compared to consensus and average of the entire industry, you're getting a better edge with those two plays. All right? Thank y'all for joining me as always. Good luck today. Taco Tuesday, baby. Let's get this money, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.